that's okay with everybody. So I'm T.O. Hardiman. I'm glad to be here standing in support of Sister Ameena Matthews. Ameena will be running for the congressional seat in the 1st Congressional District against Bobby Rush. Let's give her a hand for running for Congress. Sister Ameena Matthews. I've known Ameena Matthews for many, many years. She was one of the first female violence interrupters to help bring peace here in the city of Chicago, and I'm really grateful that you're running. I know you can win this particular seat, and it's time to put a rush on Bobby Rush, my brothers and sisters. So I would like to introduce everybody to Sister Ameena Matthews. She's going to talk about her platform for the 1st Congressional District. Let's give her another hand. Ameena Matthews.
Thank you, guys. Good evening. Good evening, and thank you guys for coming out on such a short notice. I want to first say I am Ameena Matthews, and I'm running for the 1st Congressional District. And the reason why I'm running for the 1st Congressional District is because if you guys want exactly what you've been getting ever since 1992, which is nothing, if you guys want to continue to see your communities in the 1st District be last in having adequate, healthy food, healthy medical services, and affordable taxes. I'm running for the 1st District to add the federal component in our reform of justice that our mayor has been talking about, that everybody has been talking about, the reform on the policing, the reform on how we treat one another. It hasn't worked in 32 years. It's someone that needs to stand up, stand out. I know that I am the one. I know that I am the only one that understands why Bobby Rush failed the 1st District. We must make the 1st District first again, you guys. Thank you.
Right. That being said, does anybody else want to say anything on behalf of Sister Ameena? Dr. Latrice? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Latrice, and I am the campaign manager for Dr. Ameena Matthews. I stand with her because I know that she is capable of not only defeating Bobby Rush, but making the change to the 1st District that is necessary. There are a number of things that we know have not been addressed in this community, in this district, for the last few decades. And what we're needing now is someone who is not afraid to come in and call it out and change it and make those changes effective so that it could affect those communities. So I'm urging you all to support Dr. Ameena Matthews for Congressional 1st District candidate. She is going to win. She is going to rush Bobby Rush out. And she is going to gain the momentum and show everybody how we can work together and change this world. Thank you.
Good enough. Okay. Does anybody else want to have a few words? Brother Shake, you want to have a few words on behalf? No. Okay. All right, good enough. So any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Just off the back, any questions from the audience for Sister Ameena?
So, Sister Ameena, Dr. Baker, Street Talk Radio. Marginalized young folks has been rapid in Chicago. What are the strategies that you have done in moving forward to organize and give them an opportunity that they have so been disfranchised with?
You know, our youth are struggling. Our people in general are struggling. I want to say for about a decade and a half, I have been on the ground tirelessly working with our young youth and their families to make sure that no one dies at the hands of the unacceptable weapons of mass destruction that has been let out in our communities, in the 1st District especially. To make sure that there's safe spaces, because our schools have been torn down. The education system in Chicago, which I'm confused about as I was growing up, and maybe I can stand and be corrected, that I thought that the lottery was going to be some type of subsidized financial independence for our school system to have. I guess that maybe I was wrong because our congressmen did not fight hard enough for that to happen. So now the lottery is going to be the lottery. So now when I look at our young guys and our young girls, and I'm looking at how the ages of our young guys and girls, how they're dying and how they're losing hope. One thing that I want to do as Congresswoman is to create a space in the 1st District, just not only in Woodlawn, not only in Inglewood, not only in Park Manor, but in every town that calls themselves a part of the 1st District. Safe spaces, education, job training, and make sure that our young people are mentored all the way up to 30, 35 years old. Make sure that the pipeline from education to mass incarceration, it stops now. These babies deserve a chance, not to be thrown down to the ground by a male police officer, taken into the police station, charged with a charge that they know nothing about, and then, God forbid, we get a phone call and they may be dead in their cells. So, and I blame, for that very reason, I blame the incumbent that has been in office for 32 years. I don't want you all to ever forget who is in office. Mr. Bobby Rush. Mr. Bobby Rush that has an amazing bio that also it includes that he is or was a Black Panther.